Hello and welcome back to the Unnamed Sports Show. I'm your host, Ryan, joined by my ride or dies, Jerry and Jason. Fellas, here we are.
Here we are, the day before.
And that's
Whoa!
right. So we are
Surprise.
surprise. We are coming a little bit early. Sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes we have real jobs that, make us have to do real things. So we are unable to record live on Thursday, but that's why we got together. We're recording it a day before. We're going to release same time, 7:30 on Thursday. So I'm looking at you now, Thursday, 7:30. We're glad you're here. Unfortunately, we don't have the live chat feature this week because we're obviously not live, but please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down in the comment section. This one's going to be a good one. So I'm excited to see what your guys' comments are. Please join the conversation. We love to have it. And don't forget to follow us on our social media at Unnamed Sports S. You can see them X, Instagram, TikTok. Boom. Jason.
Every time.
There you go.
Hey, listen. Right hand, wrong distance. Okay, we'll get there.
It's fine. It's fine. We're getting better each time. But the first 6 times I'm pointing this way, so at least I know what direction to point this time. All right, let's jump right into it. So I don't know, did anything that interesting happen?
I was saying
Since last time we had a show?
nothing of importance. We could probably just go through the motions, do the usual stuff. Nothing really important to talk about this week.
So anyone want to tee me up for this one, or?
Okay, I got you. Hold on. It's not really because of my play, but it's because of who I am as a person.
It's personal.
Those same fans who were booing me when I tore my Achilles 2 years ago are booing me. It's personal. It's not because of my performance.
Oh, for those who have no idea what they're talking about, Deshaun Watson has been named the starting quarterback week 1 against the Jacksonville Jaguars for the Cleveland Browns. As a Cleveland Browns fan, we got to talk about this because, a lot of people don't understand the context of how we got here. There are a lot of people who, maybe casual fans, say, Deshaun Watson still playing football? Yes, unfortunately, he is. It's been a long path to get here. We start back. Is it okay if I tell the whole story, fellas?
Tell the story.
The floor is yours.
Okay. Real quick, I think let's start with recent, then we'll go back, then we'll add some context. So, this most recent quarterback competition for the Cleveland Browns was between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders. And we'll go in on Deshaun Watson in a minute, but it's been neck and neck here and there. It's looking like right before this last preseason game, which happened on Saturday, that it was going to be Deshaun Watson. Shedeur Sanders goes out in the first half, plays pretty well. I would say like B+, A-. He maybe had 2 bad throws the whole time. Overall, had good command of the offense, efficient, all that good stuff that you want to see. A really nice 4th down conversion, a really nice touchdown pass, right? Good stuff. Deshaun Watson comes in the second half, immediately met with boos. Goes 5 for 12 for 36 yards and an interception. He stands at the podium afterwards, right? So during his entire tenure out there, as soon as he walked on the field, he was getting booed. He got booed badly when he played badly. And he stands up there at the podium and he's adjusting his $50,000 earrings while he tells everyone in the crowd, it's not performance, it's personal. It has nothing to do with my play in the field. He just went 5 for 12 for 36 yards and an interception in the third quarter of a preseason game with people who are going to be selling insurance in 2 weeks. But it's not performance, it's personal. Okay, he sat up there, he talked about his Achilles after just 3 days ago saying that, or 3 days beforehand saying he was over it. He doesn't care if anyone boos. He sat up there and basically said, I don't know if I can get through it if people are booing me. He also said that I guess it's just going to be 17 road games. He gets more love on the road. I mean, it was a disaster press conference. And every Browns fan said, yeah, they can't start him. They're going to start Shedeur Sanders, who had just played really well, who we want to see. He's a second-year guy. We want to see him. We're going to play him. Todd Monken comes out Monday at 10 o'clock, says, we're sticking with the veteran. We're going with Deshaun Watson. Okay. Let's give context to why the entire freaking Cleveland Browns group blew up. And let me start by saying I'm not going to mention any of the off-the-field stuff because it's hypocritical, because if Deshaun Watson came out and was throwing 35 touchdowns a year for the Browns, no one would bring it up. So I'm not going to bring it up now. We're going to talk about performance. Okay? Deshaun Watson came to the Cleveland Browns via a trade from the Houston Texans in 2022. The Cleveland Browns gave up 3 first-round draft picks and 2 third-round draft picks to get him. On March 17th, Deshaun Watson says, I will not waive my no-trade clause to go to Cleveland. And Jimmy Haslam on March 18th says, actually, how about we pay you $230 million fully guaranteed across 5 years? Deshaun Watson says, oh, just kidding. Cleveland's always been my number one option. I want to go there. Comes to Cleveland, immediately hit with an 11-game suspension. His first game, ironically, was at Houston. Let's not act like the NFL didn't know that was on purpose. Since Deshaun Watson has been a member of the Cleveland Browns, he has played. There has been 68 total games of regular season football that has occurred, 69 total games because we had one playoff game in there that he could have played in. He's played in 19 of them. 19 out of 69, $230 million guaranteed. He has a total of 3,365 total passing yards across those 19 games, 17 of which it's basically one full season. He's had 17 full games. He was injured in 2 separate games, but those count towards the games that he started. So 17 full games, 3,365 passing yards. That's a whopping 177.1 yards per game. 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He is well below league average on all accounts. $230 million guaranteed. 3 first-round draft picks, 2 third-round draft picks. The average or median, whichever one you take, because I actually thought they were going to be a little bit different, but they're about the same, yards over the span from which Deshaun Watson has played for the Cleveland Browns for a quarterback to throw in a game, right? So you just pull the average or pull the median of all the games. It's between 226 yards, 228 yards per game. He has exceeded that number 4 times in 19 starts. He's thrown for more than average 4 times. Okay, and if you include all Brown starters of those 69 games not named Deshaun Watson, they've done it 20 out of those 50 starts, which is 40% of the time, versus 4 out of 19. Sorry, Deshaun, who have done it 4 out of 19 times. That's 21%. So Browns quarterbacks not named Deshaun Watson are achieving over league average more than double than Deshaun Watson has since he's been started. But it's not about performance. It's not about performance. Deshaun Watson has had 0 300-yard games as a Cleveland Browns quarterback. 0. There have been 66 quarterbacks, 66 separate quarterbacks, not 66 times, 66 separate quarterbacks who have thrown for over 300 yards since the last time Deshaun Watson threw for 300 yards back in 2019 for the Houston Texans. Or 2020, I'm sorry, for the Houston Texans. No, I'm sorry, 2021. Regardless, since the last time he threw over 300 yards, 66 quarterbacks. Those include Ben Roethlisberger, retired, Phillip Rivers, retired, Tom Brady, retired, Bailey Zappi, PJ Walker, Josh Johnson, Mike White, Jared Stidham, Nick Mullins, David Mills, Cooper Rush. All those guys thrown for 300 yards more recently than Deshaun Watson, but it's not about performance. You want to look at efficiency. Out of 50 quarterbacks that have had at least 500 attempts since Deshaun Watson has been a member of the Cleveland Browns, he ranks 48 out of 50 in yards per attempt. That's at 6 yards. 6 yards per attempt. Only Bryce Young and Cam Ward are lower. And adjusted net yards per attempt, 49th out of 50. Only in front of Sam Howell. Net yards per attempt, I just said that. I meant adjusted net yards for attempt, 49 out of 50. Actual net yards out of attempt, also 49 out of 50. Completion percentage, 61.2%, 42 out of 50, 9th lowest. On producing first downs, only 27.6% of Deshaun Watson's pass attempts produced first down. That ranked 50th out of 50, last. But it's not about performance. Only 35 of his 20-plus yards of completions occurred in his 557 total attempts across. He's only thrown the ball 557 times since he's been a Cleveland Brown. Only 35 of them have gone for over 20 yards, ranks dead last, 6.3%. He's been sacked 70 times in 19 games. That is 3.7 sacks per game. He's lost 382 total yards on that, and he ranks only in front of Justin Fields when it comes to his sack rate. If you look at his EPA per dropback, it's negative 0.17, 47 out of 50. Cleveland lost expected points on his dropback passes. Do you realize how bad you have to be to have that number? It's insane.
That's insane.
Only Zach Wilson,
Insane.
Zach Wilson, Sam Howell, and Cam Ward.
Wow.
His most recent time that he started for Cleveland, 2024, he played 7 games. Mind you, 2023, we just went to the playoffs, right? We got smacked by Houston, but Joe Flacco came off the couch, led Cleveland to the postseason, one of the most magical runs I've ever seen. Deshaun Watson's coming back. They get rid of Joe Flacco. They say, listen, we don't think Deshaun Watson's ego can handle someone else taking them to the playoffs. We're going to kick you off, even though you're averaging 300 yards per game for us. We're going to bring in Deshaun Watson. He averages 177, but that's okay. He goes 1-6. He doesn't clear 200 yards passing in a single start. So his highest was 196, averaged 164 that season, 1-6 record, gets injured. People in the stands, they cheered. That was wrong. People should not have cheered when he tore his Achilles. But I'll tell you what, when Kevin Stefanski kept looking in the press in front of that camera every Sunday in the postgame after a loss and saying, Deshaun Watson gives us the best chance to win, and Jameis Winston comes out the very next week after he gets injured and throws for 334 yards and beats the Baltimore Ravens, we're like, that's exactly why we said he needed to get off the field. That's why people were cheering. But it's not about performance. I'm just sick and tired of this guy. I want him off my team, and we have to sit here for another damn season with him coming up to the podium after we continue to lose, after he throws for 142 yards and 3 picks, and I have to listen to why he's got to be our starting quarterback. I'm done. Anyway, okay. That was 15 minutes of a rant. I appreciate you guys giving it to me, but it's not about performance. Just remember that.
One more time. How
personal.
much guaranteed money was he given?
$230 million fully guaranteed, 3 first-round draft picks, 2 third-round draft picks.
Okay.
Rebuilt the Houston Texans. Completely rebuilt them. They're stacked.
Actually.
You're welcome. Their owner just did an interview. Sorry. I'm interrupting you, but I was just saying their owner just came out and said, if anyone wants to thank us for us, if you want to thank anyone for our success, thank the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
one quick note on you saying that you'll have to sit through another season with him as a starting quarterback. He's not making it through the whole season.
You're right. That's very true.
0% chance.
Over under.
I don't think he makes it to week 3, the home opener. I really don't.
I don't either. And again, you're talking about a guy that you 230 fully guaranteed dollars. Even if this guy was the nicest human of all, pick the nicest, most like non-controversial quarterback in the NFL. Yeah. If Andrew Luck, right? That's who you said?
Yep.
If Andrew Luck put up these stats, he would be booed after being paid $230 million. Okay? He was booed because he retired. Right? So don't blame Cleveland Browns fans. Don't blame us. It is ownership's fault. It is GM's fault. And most importantly, it's Deshaun Watson's fault that he's getting booed. You don't want to get booed. Don't be sucky at football. Play good football. You don't get booed. All right. Rant over.
Wait.
As far as... Go ahead, Jason.
Go ahead. Okay, to double on that. The coach said that and then started him the day after. So, what's going on here?
Yeah. He completely went back on his press conference too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he knew he was going to start him, and whether or not, people are saying they think the Haslams have a thumb on the scale, and that's why he started. I actually don't think that's true because Shedeur Sanders leads the Browns in jersey sales, Like he's would get people excited. I don't think that if it was truly just like a business decision, I think they would go with Shador. I think Todd Monken just truly believes, because he hasn't been here the last 5 years, he truly believes that he can get the best out of Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to be booed, much like what Todd Monken said, then don't play football. Like, don't play in the NFL. Like, everybody gets booed. The Philadelphia Eagles fans, they booed Jalen Hurts in the year that he won them a Super Bowl. Like, they wanted him out of there.
Yeah.
Then he goes and wins a Super Bowl. So, if you can't take it, then don't play
No,
football.
fans have a right to boo.
Oh,
Okay,
100%.
Do you know how
100%.
much these tickets cost? How much these people who are paying for this spend to go watch their team play? You have every right to go out and boo a player because of their performance or for any reason. You're buying a ticket. You are allowed to go do that. And anyone that says otherwise, you're soft. Sorry. Just too soft.
And especially in this circumstance, it feels like Todd Monken, the front office, the owners, looked at Browns fans directly in the face and just smacked them upside the head. That's honestly what it looks like with everything that's gone on with how Deshaun Watson's been for this franchise. It's ridiculous. I cannot believe they are choosing to start him. Like I said, I give it 2 weeks, and then it's going to be Shador time.
I just don't. I don't think you can move off him in 2 weeks. I think they are going to. We're going to be 0-2 going back to Cleveland. Deshaun Watson's going to be, 60% completion percentage, 180 yards a game, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and he is going to be booed the entire game. I think two games is too fast. Jason, sorry, I took up a lot of time there on that rant, but do you think that? How long do you think Deshaun Watson starts? What's your over under? What's the line?
I said over under 5. I put the line at 5.
Yeah.
Just because, like you said, I think 2 weeks is too soon. You guys play what? Us and then
Tampa.
Tampa,
Too
and
good.
then Carolina, and then
Okay, I wouldn't say our defense is good. But I think they're going to give them to at least Carolina. I think Pittsburgh is going to be the deciding factor in it because that is a division rival.
That's a Thursday
it's a
night game.
Yeah.
So whoever starts game 3 is also going to start. Carolina's week 3, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Just
So
home
that's what
opener.
I'm sorry. This is what I mean. So that game is going to decide his future.
You're saying
I
It's gonna
see.
come down-
yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And then week
I see.
5
Okay.
is
This is the Jets, I believe.
It's a Jets. So well,
no one's watching that
so
game.
this is what I'm saying. Like that's the perfect time to be like, okay, let me get my new quarterback, not a great team to play against, get him some confidence, and get him in here and get this freak show out. Because why not? So over under 5 games. I think under. Obviously, if I'm saying that they're going to start a new quarterback before week 5, but I think that Steelers game is going to be the deciding factor. But I mean, to kind of go on to tag along onto this, the quarterback of any franchise has so many responsibilities, and some of the big responsibilities that you don't talk about quite often is locker room presence, obviously, and then the fans. Like, if your team doesn't like your quarterback, not much is going to go well in that stadium. You're going to lose money. You're going to lose hype, news, like just reporting, just all of it, because no one cares. No one likes this guy as a human. No one likes him as a quarterback. What are we doing? Like, get him out. Get him out. Anyways,
I agree with you.
that's just my little right.
And the PSLs are about to come out for the Cleveland Browns stadium, for the new stadium, the seat licenses. Good luck. Good luck on that one. Anyway, Jerry, over under Jason's line of 5 games. Under
2.
You think week 3?
I really
think week 3,
I don't
Shador?
think they get him to the home opener. I don't think they can, especially if he comes out looking like crap. They start out 0-2. I mean, no way. No chance.
Right?
If he does, unless they're playing really well, he might get pulled in that game or something, like in game 3. But I don't know. I really don't see him getting that far.
But it's not about performance. Anyway.
It's not about performance. $230 million.
Outside of that, the Browns actually, their roster's looking pretty solid for starters. They really don't have any depth. We'll see. My over-under win total for the year, I thought we were going to win probably 6 or 7 games this year. It's probably now down to like 5 or 6. Probably 5, honestly.
Mhm.
If especially if they do what Kevin Stefanski did and just drag out his starting for more than he needs to start, then yeah, I don't see us winning more than 5 games, even though we have a ridiculously easy schedule. From a if you compare, comparative standpoint. Any final thoughts on Deshaun Watson, Cleveland Browns, Jimmy Haslam, my team being a complete dumpster fire?
Speaking of it being your team, you had made a comment earlier in the group chat this week that you were potentially looking for a new team. Is there
Yes.
any update on that?
So I might have been a little hasty. It's hard. It's hard because here's the thing. The same reason that they can't move off Deshaun Watson, sunk cost fallacy, it's the same reason it's hard for me to move off the Cleveland Browns, because I have invested time, money, all of the above in being a fan of this dog bleep franchise. And it's hard for me to step away from that. And here's the thing too, I know what'll happen. I'll step away, I'll start rooting for whomever for a year, and then the Browns will be solid again next year, and I'll come right back. And it's like, do I really want to be the fan that everyone looks at and goes, well, you weren't here when we had to go through it last year. You decided to go with the Buccaneers or the Texans or Detroit or whoever. And so I think I'll probably stay and just, be miserable. But go ahead, Jason.
If you bandwagon, believe I'm giving you those words. I
Oh,
heard those words
100%.
when I was a Seahawks fan for a year or two before they had won the Super Bowl, and then they won the Super Bowl, and I
Before?
got reamed. Yes, when they were a playoff team before. No, they didn't even make the playoffs. The year I started being a fan, it was the year before they made the playoffs for the first time.
You're right. We gave you a bunch of crap for that.
Yep.
So yeah, but
We're giving Jake a bunch of crap for being a Ravens fan right now.
true.
Yeah, but
True.
he gets a bunch of crap because I hate the Ravens and they're our rival.
I also
And
hate the Ravens.
they stole our franchise. They have a Super Bowl that we should have won. So yeah, screw the Ravens.
2.
And I will make fun of Jake. 2? 1. Well, they've won 2,
Okay,
but like
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
one of them was like 2 years after they left.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
That could have been yours, but instead you have Deshaun Watson
Yeah.
starting at quarterback for
Yeah.
$230 million, baby.
All I have to say is I'm glad when I was young I made the decision to not become a Browns fan.
yeah, good call.
Thank you. Hey, if you're watching this, thank you, grandfather, for crying at the TV all those years and deciding and having me decide to not be a Browns fan. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's tough because my ride or dies, my compadres, my compatriots on this show also are from Ohio. They live in Cleveland area. Sorry to give that away to everyone.
Gosh.
Hopefully it's but I don't. I live in Columbus area. But I'm the only Cleveland Brown fan, which yeah, I can't
How's that
blame
working
them.
out for you?
It's yeah. Yeah. Well, only you have a Super Bowl between the 3 of us, so
That's right.
Hey, chill. Relax on me. It's coming in a couple years. It's coming in a couple years. But this
Oh,
is also another thing. Like your core, your like you literally just take out the quarterback position. Your guys' core is so young and so talented. So
Yeah.
like it's coming around the corner. Just be patient. Be patient.
Yep. Number 1 overall pick next year. You'll be all right.
I honestly, I hope that we don't. I hope there's enough good quarterbacks that we're happy about that, which I think there will be, that wherever we land, we don't try and trade up both first rounders so we can continue to add pieces and depth. I think that's one of the biggest things I've seen this preseason is like our starters are great. I actually truly, outside of quarterback, I think across the board, our starters are pretty good. Like maybe a little bit above average. Unproven, right? We got a couple of rookies, obviously unproven, but on paper, pretty good. But our depth is just really bad. And Alex Wright just went down. And, it takes one nick to, if Denzel Ward trips the wrong way once, he's got a concussion. So it's just like,
Yeah,
and then you got Miles Harden back there.
Mm.
Not
Who's number
great.
11? Who's number 11?
Dude, he was getting cooked all game.
I've seen so many. First of all, before the game, there's practice clips of him getting torched by both receivers multiple times, and then I watch the game. He's just getting torched the whole game. I'm like, who is this guy?
So we had to because we had so many like not long term but like little nicks and injuries to our DB room. We had to sign 4 undrafted rookies, and so that was one of them. This other guy, Coates, has been really good actually.
Yeah, Coates actually did pretty well.
Coates is pretty good. He actually just got injured in practice yesterday, but not like long term. I think he just like a rolled ankle type thing. But it sucks because he might not make the roster now, and he was on his way to making the roster. So we'll see. But I think he'll clear waivers, so he'll be able to make the practice squad.
Yeah, I was going to say at the minimum practice squad.
Yeah. So there's some exciting pieces. We don't have a ton of depth. O-line looks so much better. Anyway, sorry, this isn't a Browns show. We won't talk about that the whole time. But excited. Preseason, their last game is tomorrow, but today, if you're watching on Thursday when you see this. So we'll see.
Who are they
It'll
playing?
be Dylan
Patriots, right?
Patriots at home. Dylan Gabriel to start. Taylor Green and Dylan Gabriel to split the reps. I'm excited to see Taylor Green.
Yeah, I think might actually watch that.
Yeah. So, all right. Any final thoughts on the Deshaun Watson saga? Hopefully that provides some good clips there, Jason, to
Absolutely. Absolutely.
to put on social media.
I couldn't have imagined this scenario and the situation going worse than it has already. Like this is about as poorly as it could have gone.
Like it'd be one thing if a week ago before his talk, and they were like, okay, we're gonna go with Deshaun Watson. Then like it would have been kind of expected, right? The way the preseason was going, it would have been expected. He goes out there and says, "Excuse my language, but middle finger the city." Completely just said,
Yeah.
I hate all of you guys. Like basically, like at a point, like you gotta think like it gets to a point like where you can't protect the man anymore, right? Like, but they found a way, and hey, I guess we'll see how it plays out for him.
What bugs me about it the most is the Todd Monken's moves don't add up. I keep saying what bugs me the most. What bugs me the most is that Deshaun Watson is my starting quarterback. So let's that bugs me the most.
Top of the list, Deshaun Watson starting quarterback. All right, what's number 2?
Number 2. Why did they even send Deshaun Watson out there in the third quarter? Because here's the thing. If this is a legitimate competition and you really needed to see what Deshaun Watson looked like in the third quarter of that preseason game, how could you take that plus the podium equals Deshaun Watson as starting quarterback? Clearly no, which means they had made up the decision, excuse me, they made up the decision for Deshaun Watson to be the starting quarterback before they played Buffalo in that preseason game. Whether it was the day before, the week before, 6 weeks before, I don't know when, but that decision had to have been made before that game because nothing in that game pointed towards Deshaun Watson being the starter. Nothing was good for him in that game. So if they had made that decision beforehand, why play him? Keep him out of the game. Keep him away from the field, away from the sideline. He's going to get booed. You know he's going to get booed. Why even play him? Just keep him on the sideline, like Jason just said. Announced the day before, Deshaun Watson is the starting quarterback. We're going to see what Shador's got for a half. We're going to play Dylan Gabriel for the second half, and there you go.
Yeah.
And now you don't have a guy going F them fans. You don't have you don't have this controversy. You just have you'll have people frustrated for sure. I'd have been frustrated. I don't want to see Deshaun Watson out there, but I wouldn't be as upset as I am right now after listening to him talk to the people that pay hard money to go and watch him play and him saying, screw all of you. And for Todd Monken, ownership, whoever made that decision to say, yeah, we actually don't really care the way that he talks or treats our fans. It kind of says a lot. It's like, at what point does Cleveland boycott? At what point do they, I don't know. We'll see.
I've already seen the boycott petitions going around on Twitter.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There's no way.
Same. And they deserve it, by the way. If Brown Stadium starts just selling all their tickets to opposing teams and it's just, it's like the Rams games where it's mostly other fans in their stadium, they own that. That's on them. 100%. So, hey, but good football cures all. Let's move on. Switch gears. We spent 30 minutes talking about that. I appreciate you guys both letting me get that off my chest.
Yeah, we know you've been holding it in a little bit, even though you didn't really hold it in at all.
It was most of those stats were in the group chat.
Yeah.
I pulled a few more. Let's shift gears. Let's move way outside the city of Cleveland, all the way over to East Palestine, Ohio, just a couple miles away. Owner Jed York, owner of the San Francisco 49ers, arrested in a prostitution sting, I believe on early Sunday morning, after he had visited a website. Sorry, I probably should have gave a little bit of a warning there. This is maybe not so kid friendly.
Crazy segment changes.
Yeah.
Crazy segment changes.
Ohio is a crazy place, guys. Northeast Ohio specifically, insanity. But he was arrested after visiting a prostitution website 3 or 4 times, and he was going with $160 to a trailer park in East Palestine, where he was picked up by police and arrested on the spot.
All right, Lucky.
Jason, I'll start with you. What? What is going on here?
Old man with money.
He's 42.
Hey, that's old enough. That's older than me. You got lots of money, right? You old man with money, right? So, yeah, what is going on? Like there's better ways. I just like so many thoughts actually. Like, well, look, what are you doing in Ohio or East Palestine? Like, what are we doing there? What are you doing on this website to try to pick him up? You can't go to a bar and let it be like, I'm the owner of the 49. Like, I'm the GM of the 40, GM or owner of the
He's
49ers.
the owner. He's a billionaire with a B.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
He
So
allegedly quietly relocated back to his parents' house in Ohio before this.
He just got divorced.
Before this whole thing. Yeah.
He got divorced like in April or something like that.
bro, then play the pity card. Like, I'm sorry. There's just many better ways ways to do what you want to do, and not
without doing it illegally.
Illegal, exactly. Without being illegal, like just bad activities. Okay, bad activities for a man with too much money.
100%. And again, like, it's so ridiculous that this happened at a trailer park, and it is funny, but it does point to, like, Ohio is one of the largest human sex trafficking states in the country. And when I used to work for the Attorney General's office, and they would always talk about how it's not just that it's not that Ohio is just some like we're all a bunch of sickos in Ohio. It's that Ohio is one of the only states that takes it very, very seriously. And so, I mean, this is a very serious situation. Like, why are you participating in that? But it's just, you, again, billionaire with the B,
Billionaire.
billionaire going to a trailer park in East Palestine. I don't.
Look, I've been to East Palestine, all right? If you're going there to hook up with a trailer park prostitute, you got problems, man. You got
Isn't that
problems.
the place? Isn't that place where the train derailed and spilling
Yes.
chemicals in the
I
creek?
think so. Yes,
Yes.
actually, that's crazy, bro. So, say what you want about Ohio. Ohio has everything. All right.
For better or for worse, we got it all.
We got it all.
here.
Good
Okay.
Lord.
Mm.
Yeah. To be on the serious note, like I did a project in high school about human trafficking, and like Ryan said, like a lot of it goes under pace. Like you don't see a lot of the stuff, and yeah, I mean, even I think a couple years ago there was an NFL scandal with all the owners regarding human trafficking that went under the rug. Like whatever happened with that, I don't know. And so I mean, it's crazy that we're in the big 2026 and we still have to experience a billionaire going into the middle of butt crap nowhere, Ohio, and trying to do more of it. So, yeah. Anyways,
It doesn't make any sense to me.
it is.
Shame on Jed York. I'm glad you got arrested. I'm glad it's humiliating. What is that substation doing to the 49ers?
Dude, the substation is crazy. It's got some crazy stuff going on over there.
Undefeated. Substation's undefeated.
Yeah.
49ers might go 0-17 this year.
I don't know about that.
They won't. They won't actually.
They would all
Guys,
have
come
to.
on. You got to
Oh,
play
they're pretty-
along.
Yeah. They're going 0-17. We're gonna have to hang them up with the Detroit Lions, bro.
Well, shame on him. Moving on to a little bit more NFL news, guys. We're so close. I mean, we're right there. We got week 3 preseason games coming up. Then we have a week off, and then it's game week.
Yep. Two
I mean, we're-
weeks. 2 weeks from tonight. If you're watching on Thursday, 2 weeks from tonight, we will have NFL football.
Yeah,
Real
will be
NFL football.
It will officially start. College football's even closer than that. What are we like this weekend?
2 days.
This weekend,
3
right?
days. Yeah.
Yeah,
Week 0.
yeah. College.
Mhm.
The next time that you see us after this show, we will actually have real football to maybe discuss. I don't know if anyone big's playing in week 0, but it doesn't matter. We'll still talk about it because we haven't had any real life football to talk about yet.
Yeah.
So we can't wait.
Maybe we'll do like a preview for week 1 of college football next week. Yeah. Sound good?
I like it. I like it.
I know we got some big matchups, so
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Moving on, some more NFL news. The Pro Bowl game officially canceled. I actually just learned about this right before we got on the air. So I don't know a ton about it, but I kind of can probably figure out the main reason. But Jerry, your thoughts, Pro Bowl game canceled. What does that mean? Do they replace it with something else? Or is it just nobody takes it seriously? No one actually plays in it. So why are we wasting time?
I mean, when they changed it from an actual football game to then competitions and like flag football, I kind of told you right there that they're doing away with it. I mean, nobody's watching it. Nobody takes it seriously. Honestly, I mean, it's a big honor to be an all-star in the NFL, if that's what you want to equate it to, but nobody takes the actual game seriously. I'm sure the NFL is probably losing money putting it on. So that's probably a huge reason that they're doing away with it. Apparently, they're still going to do honors, like honoring players that are selected to the Pro Bowl, even though they're not having a game, I guess. Honestly, just
Are they still doing the other games?
what
Or everything's
I think they're completely
like the dodgeball and the
Yeah,
all
I think
that?
they're
think it's
completely
all of it.
nixing it. Yeah, I think it's all gone.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like I said, it seems like that's the path they were heading down with changing the games. Nobody pays attention to it. Nobody watches it. It's right between the end of the season and the Super Bowl, so everybody's focused on the Super Bowl coming up. And if you made it to the Super Bowl, which a lot of the best players in the league end up making it to the Super Bowl, they wouldn't even play in the games. They wouldn't even be there because
Yeah.
they don't want to get injured for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So again, poor timing. Poor timing. Nobody took it seriously. Just do away with it. Figure out, maybe in the future they can figure out some reiteration of it to bring it back. I'm sure they will eventually, like 5-10 years down the line, maybe. But yeah, for now, come up with something else.
Yeah, it was pretty atrocious to watch. Although I will say, it is kind of insane that the Todd Monken's starting Deshaun Watson over Pro Bowler Shador Sanders. I mean, it's kind of crazy. But
And
anyway,
that leads me to my point.
take it away, Jason.
This actually allows for a real award, like
Yeah,
a reward system. Like if you got Pro Bowl, no one cared, right? And this used to be something that would be important to your gold jacket and getting into the Hall of Fame, or green jacket, gold jacket,
Gold
Gold.
jacket.
Yep.
Gold jacket.
Gold.
Gold.
Green
gold
jacket is the
jacket, and
Masters.
getting to the Hall of Fame. You would need the stats. Yes, you need that. You need like at least a half a decade of Hall of Fame, right, for a lot of these players. And in the last decade, that has not been a thing, right? Like if you get in, I mean, it's going to be, I guess in 6 years from now, it's not going to be a thing. Like who cares if Shador got a Pro Bowl? You know, who also has a Pro Bowl? Huntley, a quarterback that
That's
hasn't
right.
probably started a game since Lamar Jackson got hurt last. Like, what are we like?
Although he's thrown for 300 more recently than Deshaun Watson. All right, go ahead.
But it's not.
It's,
What is it
it's not about the performance.
It's
It's
not
not
about
about the performance. It's not about it.
not about the
Stop talking about the
performance.
performance, guys. It's personal. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so like now even players that go into the Super Bowl get a Pro Bowl. It makes sense. They don't have to go play a game. They actually just get the title if they've been the best player in the nation in the league. So I think it's just going to help the overall virtue of the game. I guess is
That's
what
a
I'm
really
trying to say.
that's a
Go
really
ahead.
good point. And no, I was just gonna to your point. I think that's a great point. That all right, Nala. We're trying to have a show here.
She's hungry.
No, I think that's a really good point because I mean, even previously, those guys that are in the Super Bowl or that weren't coming to the Pro Bowl, they would still be considered Pro Bowlers, but they would have to have someone there. So it just expands it so much that you're having, half the quarterbacks in the AFC are in the Pro Bowl because, four of them aren't the actual ones aren't coming, and we needed X amount of alternates. So that's a great point. Now it goes back to being an actual prestigious award. And what's nice too, Pro Bowl is selected by your peers.
Yes.
All Pro is like the writers and stuff.
Yeah, that's the
But
AP.
AP, Associated Press, but Pro Bowl is like what everyone else in the league thinks about you. So if you can make it and take it back to this more prestigious thing, that it is an honor to be a Pro Bowler because your peers are going, yeah, that dude's really good. I think that really helps. So hopefully maybe they can come up with something fun in the future, but this is what we got for now. Again, continuing on with NFL news relating somewhat to the Browns. Myles Garrett injured, mysterious knee injury. He hasn't been at practice in over 9 days. His knee keeps swelling up. Oh,
I had this on my
Hold
desk.
on,
Sorry,
Why
I
isn't
forgot
that
I had
Inno?
that. It's not
That's
that.
slick,
Hey,
dude.
Here, I got you. Actually,
You were just talking about how you're not a Browns fan. I
Look,
mean,
Look,
I
I'm
know
not
one.
I'm not a Browns fan, but I'm a fan of this being worth some money someday.
that's pretty sick. That's a sweet card. Myles Garrett injured. Really, I was the one that added this to the show because I just want to talk about it. Because if the Rams, the worse the Rams are, the better for the Browns. So
How long has he been out of practice for?
9 days.
Okay.
His knee won't stop swelling up. So I mean, truth be told, they don't need him until the postseason anyway. They're going to be they're just stacked everywhere. They're going to win games, but if you have him at full health, it's
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
If I'm the Rams, though, I'm making the call to Aaron Donald. Like, hey, buddy, we're gonna need you for a little bit.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally. All right. Well, thanks for indulging me and letting me include that. A lot of indulging me today about Brown stuff. I appreciate it. Any final thoughts on NFL news? Some cool jerseys came out. We don't have pictures to show you guys, but
Yeah. We were talking about it a little bit before the show, before we came on. I put a comment below if you're watching. Look up the Jaguars uniforms and let us know if the teal helmets go with the uniforms. Not the jerseys or the pants. Jerseys and pants, I think we all agree they look pretty good. They did a pretty good job on that. Let us know your comments, your thoughts and feelings about the teal helmets.
So usually to add on to this. Usually I'm a guy that likes the pants to match the hat. All right, but we accented the pants and the jersey on the numbers in the side of the pants to match the helmet. So I, in this case, accept the off color of the teal. My opinion. Don't let me adjust yours, but just my thoughts.
you can tell from that who is voting which way. I will keep mine completely anonymous, but you guys vote down in the comment section. We'll see. We'll see who people agree with more. It's an interesting thought. And to your point, Jerry and Jason, the jerseys themselves look pretty slick. I do like them.
The
for
font
sure.
looks
But does the helmet?
phenomenal. It
Yeah,
looks so good.
yeah. Does the helmet go with the jerseys? You be the judge. All right, moving on. Next subject: NFL players going back to college. What are we talking about? Guy for tight end. Again, this is all Brown
The
show, I guess.
Browns.
It's the Browns tight end.
Look.
What is it? Daquan Wright? Is that right? I should
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah. Daquan
Something
Wright.
like that.
Daquan Wright, something like that. Tight end for the Cleveland Browns. He is let go. He's waived. He clears waivers and is now going back to play football for
Miss.
LSU.
LSU.
No,
LSU.
LSU. He played at Ole
Played
Miss.
at Ole Miss.
He played at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Went back, and they got transferred.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Jason, what do you think about this? I mean, I know everyone keeps saying, and it's, at least from the stuff I've looked up, like this can only happen this year because of COVID rules and some weird stuff. But do you think this opens the door for, it's just sign of the times, like it's going to be weird until we fix college football? Video
No,
on
I
that.
think.
Check it out.
Oh, hey, silent plug. Yeah, go check that video out. Anyways,
But go ahead.
I think it just allows for a lot of muddy water. Because like who's to say like a top quarterback gets drafted by such and such team, like Eli Manning situation, and like, no, I'm not playing for the school. I'm going back. I don't think that should be allowed to happen. So obviously, do I hate the idea of players going to the NFL, not making it, and then going back if they have eligibility? No, that sounds like it should be a thing. But again, there's too many ins and outs, too much gray to try to black and white something. And like in this situation, the guy actually makes a team and then goes back to his old team and then transfers to a different team. Like, how is that allowed?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this case is not that bad for some for like comparison because he's trying to play for his old coach, but like, I still don't like it. So there definitely has to be regulations and rules set for it.
Yeah, I think Xavier
Sorry.
Harris also, who played for New Orleans, is trying to do the same thing. Played for Ole Miss under Kiffin, went to New Orleans, was on the team, and he's trying to go back to LSU. So 2 players trying to do the same exact thing. Wonder if
Same thing just happened with the quarterback for the now quarterback for Texas Tech. He was
he
at
didn't go
NFL try. He
right?
was undrafted, participated in rookie mini camps as a tryout as wide receiver, and now has been. He tried out for the Dolphins and the Titans, and then after winning a temporary injunction in court, is now has secured a 5th year college eligibility and is committed to Texas Tech.
Interesting.
So
Because the
again,
Big 12 just came out and said that they are banning this, but I think there's stipulations to it. Like he was only in mini camp. He didn't make it to actual training camp or play in the preseason or anything.
Yeah.
So I think that's where they're drawing the line. I don't know.
But even that should be, you shouldn't be able to go like, I'm trying out. If I make a roster, I'll do it. If not, I'm coming back to college. Like it's just.
See,
Yeah.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that idea because it's like, okay, you're allowed to now go through the draft process, so you're more ready for that next year. Like I don't hate it, but at the same time, like again, it gets too muddy, and like I'd rather get rid of it than keep it if it's going to allow for other stuff. So.
It frustrates me because it eliminates a roster spot for that walk on or for that kid coming out of high school, that recruit. Like these kids that, these kids have had their chance. They played for this guy's played 5 years of college football. Like, how many chances do you need? It's like, why don't we, I think there's a fine line there. I have a hard time being like, yeah, let these kids keep coming in or coming back. Let me try my luck here. And then, I can't make it come back. Go to the UFL. That's what that's for. Yeah. Go to, another league.
Get on another practice squad somewhere.
Get on a practice. He would have made a practice squad, so he didn't want to play in the practice squad. He wants to make that NIL money. Some court grants him an injunction. The NCAA has no teeth to do anything about it. And now he's playing quarterback for Texas Tech.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly though, that's kind of crazy. I think the biggest thing also I'm not liking about it is the transferability afterwards. Like you just want to go like, okay, because now, so you're telling me Texas Tech wasn't talking to him while all this was going on? Like, hey, bro, come here, like, because like if any team's like, okay, we weren't able to hit that first transfer portal. Now what are we gonna do? Oh, let me talk to this guy. Come play for us. That's pretty crazy because I feel like that's pretty bad for this sport.
But then sorry, one thing real quick. It also opens the door if you've got a couple of years under your belt in the NFL. Say you get a roster spot, you play a couple years in the NFL. Maybe you're like a third or fourth string, but you're on a roster. Who's saying that those guys can't go back now or try to go back if they have like a year or two of eligibility?
I think once you actually play in professional sports, your eligibility is cut from the NCAA.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
But the preseason doesn't count?
I don't think so, no.
Well, clearly it doesn't because
Daquan
Wright played in the preseason for the Browns.
Yeah,
but on that, what'd you say?
Go ahead.
Did I say the name wrong?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Todd Monken basically outed Lane Kiffin. Did you see that?
He should.
Saying,
he should.
Saying, yeah, I got a call from Lane Kiffin like 3 weeks ago. I didn't answer it. And then Lane Kiffin's like, I don't know Todd Monken. I've never called him. You're like, yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
There was one other thing. Oh, look at the guy. What's his name? Jack Strand. Is that it? For the Falcons?
Quarterback for the Falcons, yeah.
D2 guy, undrafted, comes in, absolutely torches it in a preseason game.
Yeah.
Why doesn't a team like, Penn State or whoever needs a quarterback go out and scoop up a guy like that? Right?
Yeah,
it leaves the door open for
Minnesota State Moorhead Dragon legend, Jack Strand.
Yeah.
I guess though is that man has 0 eligibility left, even with the COVID year. He probably played 5 years.
By the way, he looked better than any Browns quarterback has looked. So, bro, get me Jack Strand.
He looked better than 300-yard throwing Nick Mullins. All right,
he sure did. Nick Mullins also throwing 300 yards more recently than Deshaun Watson. Also, if Jack Strand plays that whole preseason game, he probably clears 300 yards more recently than Deshaun Watson has. So,
performance.
But it's not about performance. Well, I think to wrap it up, I don't think anybody wants it. This is the issue when you don't have centralized power in college football. You have people going back from the NFL. You have nobody that can stop it. You have judges, whether they, sorry, I kept thinking the Outcast song, judges trying to hold in the courtroom. Anyway, sorry.
My dad wouldn't
You
like
have
that one.
Yeah, you have judges that are friends of, or could be potentially fans of these teams that are just giving injunctions for these players, and maybe they're not. I don't want to attribute malice where none is exactly present, but courts are ruling college football, not college football ruling college football, which doesn't make sense to me.
Yep.
And I think we need to have an end to that.
Yep. And I think that
So watch the video and tell us how you would fix it.
yeah, watch the video. Watch the video.
1 hour of your time. Tell us your thoughts. Leave your comments. Tell what you would do differently. What were you saying there, Jerry? Sorry. Go ahead.
I know the Big Ten, SEC, and now the Big 12 are putting a stop to this. SEC said they're going to suspend coaches that try to do this. So Lane Kiffin, look out, buddy. And then the NFL put out a memo, I think today, saying that if any player tries to go back to college, and they're not allowed to. They try to come back to the NFL. They're not allowed to play in 2026. So everybody's putting a stop to it until some judge says, no, it's okay. You got to let him on the team. Yeah.
Yep.
So at least they're trying to do something about it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jason.
Do you think that stops it for the players that already did it, or just
No.
for the players from them?
Yeah, no, I think that injunction, because it's already passed, it's already been applied to a few people, that you can't retroactively do it. I think they're cleared for this year, but it can help stop it in the future. But again, this is why you need centralized authority in college football. All right, any final thoughts on NFL, college, sports, unnamed show?
Yeah, I got something about the unnamed part.
Well, that wraps up pretty much everything from a sports perspective. Moving on to this most recent weekend, we in conjunction with our Ironman trading, we ran our 10K. Here's some beautiful pictures of us. If we get, yep.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Oh, look at those athletes right there.
Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Woo.
Gorgeous.
Man.
Kudos to Jason's
how many
parents
years of
for the
eligibility
pictures.
do we have in the NCAA?
Exactly.
Get us on a team.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Look at those guys. That's called peak male athlete right there. You may not like it.
That's right.
But that's peak male athleticism. But no, it was a great time. It was a cool run. It's called the Quitters Run at this brewery up in Powell called Noctera. Great vibes, great atmosphere. One of our buddies, Lakin, ran 32 miles, which is just absurd. For reference, we ran a 10K, which is 6.4 miles. So he beat us just by a little bit.
Not by much.
Yeah, it was tight. It was tight. But the coolest part about it was if you quit the 10K, you got a larger glass. And if you finished it, you got a smaller glass. And then the people that won, so you had to cross the line to finish. People that won, we all booed them for finishing the race. Now, when you say quit, it's generally like people just pull off about 20 yards before the finish line where the beer garden is, where you go get your glass and your beer. So I had a good time, fellas.
Had a great time.
Indeed.
Felt
Indeed.
good. Felt like really good, actually.
No.
By the way, Jerry
No.
smoked us.
I did.
Jerry
Oh, yeah,
smoked us. Jerry finished in like an hour and 1 minute. And I was like an hour and 21 minutes. And then, I don't know, Jason
Hour
was
35.
hour 35.
Hey,
So
the important thing is that we finished
done.
it. All right.
We
Well,
did it.
Finished it.
Finished.
It. We quit.
we quit.
We quit about 20
We
yards
quit.
short, like Ryan said. We wanted the bigger beer. We deserved it. But
And to be fair,
to be fair,
that was a good one, fellas. The actual distance was like 6.7 miles, 6.6 miles. So we actually did go 10K of distance.
yeah.
I ran a 10K.
Yeah, we ran a 10K. So it was a good time. We've decided we got another 5K coming up in October. We're going to train potentially for a half marathon around January, and then a half marathon or full marathon in April. And that training starts now. So today, as you watch, you'll just see our faces keep getting slimmer, our bodies looking better. But all in all, the goal is to be healthier, to compete with each other while we get into our 30s, and there's nothing quite like it.
Yep.
Dudes
Gotta
being
stay.
dudes, guys being guys.
Gotta stay healthy, boys.
100%. 100%. All right. And then our last and most requested, most beloved part of our show, our pop culture recommendations. Fellas, what do we got this week? Jerry, we'll start with you. Hopefully you were ready.
I was not. I was not ready at all.
Oh boy. You hate to see it.
Let's see. What have I been watching lately? And I can't even do the MCU because you did MCU last week. Man, that sucks. Let's see.
We were really prepared.
Can we go to Jason?
Jason, you got one?
I know
Jason, you
Jason's
ready?
got something.
Jason's already, he's locked and loaded, baby.
All right. So as we've been going through the weeks, again, I give you animes, I give you some musical stuff, but usually animes. And the theme with these animes is that their names are hard and long to pronounce. So now I've been personally going through my watch list to find these long-winded titles to give to you weekly that I have personally sat through and watched. And for this week, can I get a drum roll? Thank you. All right. And also, before I say this, don't mind the title. The title is usually not a lot of what the anime is.
Yeah,
Okay?
what was the last one? How to pick up girls?
How to
pick up
out of
little
a
girls?
dungeon?
Or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you hear this title, please just stick with me and I'll explain it. All right. The title of this show is called Trapped in a Dating Sim. The world of Otome games is tough for mobs. Now, what does that mean? Exactly.
That is killer. That was great.
All right, so I'll say it one more time. Trapped in a dating sim, the world of Otome games is tough for mobs. So, if you've played any style of quote unquote dating games, basically you're a prince, princess, you go in, you have 4 or 5 love choices to pick from, and it's like Sims, but simulated even more. All right. So let's imagine that, right? Now this guy plays this game outside in the real world, plays this game, dies, and goes into the game. All right. Now, spoiler alert. Eventually, his sister dies too and goes into the game. His sister is now the main character of this game, and he is trying to work the game into which a way it doesn't go far from the actual rules of how he played the game, because he beat the game in real life. So he's trying to follow it so it doesn't go outside of that, so nothing unfamiliar happens. But his sister is in the game, and she becomes the main character instead of the main character being the main character. All right. So now he has to fight things that were supposed to be end boss in season 1, right? Now imagine you're prepping yourself, knowing how the game goes, and the end boss comes. Crazy stuff's going to happen. All right. So is this much about dating? No. Is it more about games? Yes. And that's another anime for me of the week. All right.
I like it.
Thank you.
Trapped in a dating
Thank you.
sim, the world of Otome games is tough for mobs.
Okay, you wrote that one down. You definitely wrote that one down.
Dude, that's from memory, dog. That's from memory.
There's negative chances.
All right,
typed
Jerry.
it herself.
All right, Jerry.
All right.
Go ahead.
I got one.
Pop culture recommendation of the week.
All right. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw it came out, and I do want to watch it. So, if you've ever heard of the Untold series on Netflix, they do a bunch of pieces on A lot of them are athletes. Like they did one on Johnny Football. They did one on the Florida Gators team with like Aaron Hernandez and Tim Tebow and those guys. They did one on Brett Favre. They just released one. It came out like a day or two ago on Vince Young. Testimony of Vince Young is what it's called, and it goes through basically his entire career from being a national champion in Texas to being third overall pick for the Tennessee Titans, offensive rookie of the year, two-time Pro Bowler, but never really made it over that hump. And it kind of goes through his entire career, the ups and downs of it. I always think it's interesting to watch those pieces on stars like that come into the Johnny Football one was really good, going through his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I haven't seen the Vince Young one, so I can't like personally attest to it. But I'm excited to watch it. Always like watching these pieces on college football stars that come into the NFL and don't always pan out for whatever reason. So that's my off the noggin quick thinker pop culture wreck of the week.
I like it. We got Untold Story Vince Young, right? What is it? What's it called?
Untold the Testimony of Vince Young.
Untold the Testimony of Vince Young. And my pop culture recommendation of the week. This is an older video game. Okay. This isn't something that's come out super recently. But do you ever wish that you could play video games, but you could also hang out with your significant other, girlfriend or wife at the same time? Well, if that's you, there's a game called It Takes Two. It came out, I believe, in 2021, if I'm remembering that correctly, 2022. It's a few years old. It's available on PlayStation, Steam, but it requires, you can't play one player. You literally have to play two player, and the levels and the challenges, you have to literally like be doing different things and work together to get through it. One person cannot carry you. You have to play with somebody else. So it's like a fun, like basically the premise is this husband and wife who are going through an issue. Their daughter wishes they were like her dolls or something like that. So they get turned into these like little dolls and they have to try to make their way back to her. And, they got to fight these different things and stuff. It's really, really fun. Pauline and I have had a ton of fun with it. So It Takes Two. Give it a shot if you like video games and you want to play with your girlfriend or your wife or boyfriend or husband or whomever you're dating. So our recommendations this week are from Jason, the anime, Trapped in a Dating Sim, the world of Atomi games is tough for mobs. We got Untold.
I didn't write this one. You had that wrote down.
I didn't write this one down.
You just know you remember that and you don't remember the
Untold, the story of Vince Young.
No. How do you remember the anime?
I didn't remember. It's written down. It's
whatever.
Written down.
Untold Vince Young, look it up. You'll find it.
Untold. What's it actually called, though?
The Testimony of Vince Young.
The Testimony of Vince Young. Untold, the Testament. All right, let's start that part over. We got Untold, the Testimony of Vince Young from Jerry. We got Trapped in a Dating Sim, the world of Atomi games is tough for mobs, anime from Jason. And we had the video game It Takes Two from me. Give it all a look, give it all a watch. That pretty much wraps up the show for today. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Nope.
See you next week. It's not live, but we here.
We're
here. And we have football
hopefully we'll be
on the horizon.
It's right there. It's right there. We'll hopefully be live again next week. Please don't forget, like, subscribe. Leave us a comment. Obviously, we're not here for the live chat, but we will respond to you in the comment section for this video. Follow us on social media at Unnamed Sports S. And before we go, I got to say one more thing, guys. It's not about performance. See ya and good night.
Peace out.